Once upon a time, the relationship had the makings of a GOP Beltway fairy tale. It was 1990. George Conway, then a partner at the powerhouse firm Wachtell, Lipton, Rosen and Katz, was riding on the now-defunct Metroliner between New York and Washington. He picked up a free copy of Capital Style magazine on board, and there she was, Kellyanne Fitzpatrick, the bubbly Republican pollster he'd seen on CNN and Company, and a Washington 10. He did something that was so out of step with his shy nature. He asked his friend Ann Coulter, who was featured in the same article, to they tucked and talked that summer night. Kellyanne, it turned out, raised by a casino worker single mother, she had established her own polling company in an industry dominated by men. And she had a cutting edge, the kind of woman who took her one-time boss, pollster Frank Luntz, shopping and made him try on a speed. From where Kellyanne sat, George was brilliant and had a certain cachet of his own, owing to the work he'd done assisting attorneys representing Paula Jones in her case against Bill. Kellyanne and George fell in love. He was the one person whose near-constant presence doesn't annoy me, she told. They got married 2 years later in an enormous wedding, had 4 children, settled in Alpine, New Jersey, and amassed a reported $39 million fortune. 2 decades later, the fairy tale has taken a harsh turn. Everything the Conways cared about, family, reputation, country, appears to be in some state of triage. The world witnessed the spectacular clash within the marriage play out publicly. Kellyanne, who brought Donald Trump to victory in 2016 as his campaign manager, became, in her capacity as counselor, his fiercest defender, dodging and deflecting on his behalf and though they started off friendly enough, George became one of the president's most biting critics, with opinion pieces that shouted down Trump's disregard for the rule of law and tweets that pronounced him meant. George and Kellyanne became the most visible marriage of the Trump era that didn't include the name Trump, and the embodiment of our divided country. Depending on where one stands politically, one half of the couple has represented all that was sound and impressive, the other half has lost. The Trump presidency, which Kellyanne nurtured and George castigated, resulted in nothing less horrific than the Capitol riot, in which 5 people died and Mike Pence and other leaders could. Their oldest daughter, Claudia, has channeled her own turmoil into public view, rage mostly aimed at Kellyanne for a range. Her popularity on TikTok, 1.7 million followers, landed her an invitation from American Idol, where she appeared in mid-February. Her complaints about her mother became so widespread that Judge Katy Perry asked on national TV, "Are you okay? Does she still hug you?"